Freedom and beauty to everyone. I am the Technomage and welcome back to Manganime News. Blind me, I haven't done this in a while. I mean, really busy here in real life. But anyway, here I am and let's do this. And today's video of Manganime News is the list of series that will be broadcast on this season. This is, yes, fall 2023. So let's get to it. So here we have Rising of the Shield Hero season 3, in which Naofumi and company will, after defeating the Spirit Tortoise, now they have to prepare for a new invasion, but they also have to go look for the other three heroes. I will not be seeing this season because I follow the manga adaptation. But what I will be following is oh yes, finally! Spy Family Season 2. And this time it is Season 2. It is not Season 1 Part 2 or something. No. Finally, it is Season 2. Yes! And speaking of Season 2, Goblin Slayer. Oh, I have waited for this. Finally, more dark fantasy, more gore, and more heavy metal. Continuing, Kaige no Jitsuryokusha ni Naritakute, The Eminence in Shadow. This is season 2. I have not seen season 1, so I don't know what this series is about. But it's an isekai reincarnation comedy. No, thank you. And you can see on the poster, male protagonist, one female character, two female characters, three female characters, 4 and 5 female characters. So no, thank you. So no Frieren. Story of the hero party who defeated the Demon King, but after many years, all of them grew old and died, but the elf of the group is still alive, and now she goes on a journey to relive her old memories. I've heard some good reviews about this series, but that started a couple of weeks ago. But it sounds very depressing, so no. Dr. Stone, New World, Part 2. See what I mean with the Part 2? What? Just call it another season, period. Anyway, the manga ended, I think, two or 3 years ago, and I followed the manga from beginning to end, so I don't need to watch the anime. Though I cannot recommend it enough. So if you haven't read the manga, watch the anime. Tokyo Revengers Tenji Kuhen, third season of Tokyo Revengers. I haven't seen it, but I've heard very good reviews about the series. And looky here, Undead Unlock. Finally, it got its anime adaptation. After reading the conclusion of her favorite manga series, Fuko Izumo finally feels ready to end her existence. Wait, what? Wow, that's depressing. For the past 10 years, Fuko has been afflicted by a condition that brings extreme misfortune to anyone who touches her. This has had a drastic effect on her surroundings, even inadvertently resulting in the death of those around her, including her parents. As she stands on the bridge above train tracks, Fuko is touched by a strange man, causing the footing underneath him to break and dropping him in front of the oncoming train. However, when Fuko finds the man's corpse, she discovers that his body is regenerating and that he is coming back to life. The man, whom Fuko names Andy, is immortal, and like her, he also wishes for death. Initially dismissive, Fuko eventually decides to team up with Andy to give him the best death possible. But a mysterious organization lurks in the shadows, hoping to take advantage of the duo's bizarre abilities. Oh, so that's why it's called Undead Unlock. I see. Oh, really nice. But I haven't read the manga and I don't know. I mean, I can add a new manga series to my manga series roster, and I already read the the anime the anime list for this season, so I'm not going to have time to add another manga anime series. So I will not follow in this one, but I recommend it as well. Keiken sumi na kimi to keiken zero na ore ga otsukiai suru hanashi. Long story short, this series is about an unpopular boy who starts dating a popular girl. So it's basically my dress up darling. Long story short, so no. And I've said this before, romance, school, teenage romance. I cannot stand it. Hametsu no Okuku. For ages, humanity flourished through the power of magic, a gift from the witches to aid mankind. But times have changed, and technology is replacing magic, and now witches are being exterminated. Adonis was only a boy when the hunt began, apprenticed to a witch he dearly loved. When she perishes at the hands of the Empire, Adonis vows revenge. By this furious wizard's power, blood will flow. It's an action, drama, fantasy, gore. Woo! Interesting combination, but now it sounds really depressing, so no. Kimi no koto ga dai 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 daisuki na Hyakunin no Kanoyo. Comedy, romance, harem parody school. No, no. At least it's not an isekai, right? Ragnar Crimson. In a world where dragons rule sky, sea, and land, there are dragon hunters, and that's Ragnar, our protagonist, who allies himself with the mysterious Crimson to destroy all the dragons. Interesting. And look here, 24 episodes. I mean, Hametsu no Okoku will have 12. This one, 12. Then who knows? Tokyo Revengers, 13. 12. 28. 12. 12. 12. So, and is this based on... Ah, yes, it's also on a manga, but why is an anime adaptation of a manga series. Well, why does this one have 24 episodes when all the rest have only 12? Interesting. Saihate no Paladin! Tetsusabi no Yama no O. Second season of Paladin of the Ant. I think it was the translation. And I've been waiting for this one. I watched season 1, and even though I can't stand Isekai's series anymore, this one I actually like because the protagonist is not overpowered, is not a parody in on itself of isekai stories. He doesn't have an harem and overpowered ability or nothing like that. So yes, I like this one and I recommend it. If you plan to watch season 2, I greatly recommend season 1. Next is Shangri-La Frontier. Yes, this one is based on a video game, and I've heard some good reviews about its first episode. Second-year high school student Rakuro Hisutome is interested in one thing only, finding shitty games and beating the crap out of them. Why, like James Rolfe? His game skills are second to none, and no game is too hard for him to enjoy. So when he is introduced to the new VR game Shangri-La Frontier, he does what he does best. Min maxes and skips the prologue to jump straight into the action. But can even an expert gamer like Rakuro discover all the secrets that Shangri-La Frontier has? Interesting. Kusuriya no Hitorigoto. The story about a poor girl who works as a servant in the imperial court of ancient China, who starts making a name of herself due to her pharmacist skills. Interesting historical medical drama mystery. Interesting, but no. Seiken Gakuin no Maken Tsukai. Battles for ancient kingdoms are nothing compared to the battles of a classroom action fantasy. Harem reincarnation. No! No! Enough with the reincarnation isekai! Harem! Stop it! Enough! Bochugu no Berserk. Okay, Fate Graphite is one of the Forsaken, cursed with skill gluttony. He's ever starving, never sated, until the day he kills a dying thief and devours the man's strength and his soul. And his true hunger is awakened. It's based on a light novel. It's a light novel. And look here. Male protagonist, one female character, two female characters, three female characters. No, it's an RM, and it's an anime adaptation of a light novel. So I can say with a lot of confidence this will be a harem. And they are already saying here that the protagonist has a unique skill or ability or whatever, course, however you want to call it, is going to be overpowered. So no. Kamono Hashiron no Kindan Suiri, the story of a detective who is paired with a mysterious private detective, something like a Sherlock Holmes. I've seen this kind of story before. I saw the anime series Rampo Kitan, Game of Laplace. It was interesting, but no thank you. Kanojo Mo Kanojo Season 2, Harem School Comedy Romance, no. Dead Mount Death Play Part 2, Season 2 of Dead Mount Death Play. I did not see Season 1, so I don't know what to say. But what I can do talk about is this one. Mahotsukai no Yome Season 2 Part 2. Oh, again with the Part 2s. But yes, Mahotsukai no Yome. Finally more Mahotsukai no Yome. And I followed the manga adaptation, the manga series, and the story arc that is told on this season has ended, so we can be free of fear of filler episodes. Woohoo! So yes, this one goes on the list. Continuing, Seiyo no Marioku wa Bano Desu Season 2. Isekai Medical. Yes, I think I've heard of this one. Actually, Isekai and Medical. We have had a lot of Isekai Medical series lately. Watashi no Oshi wa Akuyaku Reijo, comedy fantasy girls love. Oh, interesting. Isekai. Oh, ordinary office worker Rei Onashi wakes up in the body of the protagonist of her favorite otome game Revolution to her delight. Blah blah blah. Well, how will her villainous lady love react to this new courtship? Didn't we have already a series about this? Konjaku haki sareta reijun wo hirotta ore ga ikenai koto wo oshiekomu. Allen, a misanthropic wizard, lives deep within the forest. He is known as the Demon Lord and feared by those around him. One day, while living his life as a hermit, he comes across a young girl named Charlotte, who is Rana, had her engagement annulled, and was forced to flee her country. He heard that Alan remembered the agony of being betrayed by a group he once thought was his companions. So, light novel, comedy, fantasy, romance. No. Romance, comedy, no thank you. No, 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 no. And fantasy series about adventurers being betrayed. We had a series like this 2 seasons ago. Hikikomari Yuketsuki no Mon, comedy fantasy, light novel vampire. 3 years ago, 3 years into her life as a shut-in vampire, Tera Komari Gane, Gande's blood. Komari, for short, awakens to find she's been appointed as a commander in the Mulnite Imperial Army. Wait, what? Consists of belligerent ruffians who revolt against her superiors in the slightest hint of weakness. Now, and it's 12 episodes, so this will have no plot at all. Oyo to Banken-kun. Romance. Stop doing that! And Shoujo. No, thank you. Okensha ni naritai to Miyako ni deteita musume ga S-ranku ni nateta. And this one is a like novel, action, adventure fantasy. After losing his leg as a new adventurer, he retired and returned to his hometown. He collects medicinal herbs, terminating magic beasts and wild beasts, and helping with the villagers' farm work. One day, while searching the mountains for herbs, he discovers an abandoned child. Thinking that he couldn't just leave the child, he took her home and raised her until his age approached 40. His now grown-up daughter has also wanted to become an adventurer, likely from growing up watching her father. Although her father has taught her the sword since she was young for self-defense, her talent at it was quite impressive. Is she going to be a overpowered protagonist? After another 5 years, the protagonist, now in his 40s, is still acting as a pseudo-adventurer in the countryside. However, his daughter, not a distinguished S-class adventurer, hasn't returned home even once yet. Interesting, but no. Nanatsu no Taisai Moku Shiroku no Yonshigi. I don't care. I read Nanatsu no Taisai, the manga. That story is ended. This second part is absolutely not necessary. Overtake. Freelance photographer Koya Madoka is in the midst of a slump due to a certain reason while working on a story at the Fuji International Speedway. He meets the high school F4 racer Haruka Asahina, and he suddenly finds his heart racing once again. He says, "What again? Coming motors." It's a 12 episode series, so no. Hokago Shonen Hanako-kun. Yeah, the story. Wait, didn't we already have a Hanako-kun anime series? The male counterpart of what was her name? The girl ghost in the girl's bathroom at school. Anyway, no, thank you. Under Ninja, high school loner is given the part-time job of a lifetime as a modern-day ninja tasked to perform international assassinations. Yeah, I was going to consider watching this series, but then I saw the score of the original manga series, but no. MF Ghost, year 2020 something, self-driving electric cars have replaced internal combustion engine-based cars, becoming ubiquitous in Japan. However, a racing circuit known as MFG, which employs traditional internal combustion cars, is garnering popularity worldwide. Yeah, racing seinen, but no. Shy. Action drama, superpower, shonen. But I see only girls here. Just as the planet approached its third world war, individuals with superpowers appeared from around the globe to maintain peace. They became the symbols of their respective nations, striving to limit crime and bring evildoers to justice. Teenage heroine Teru Shai Momiji-yama is Japan's representative in the world of heroes when a mysterious threat called Amalareix emerges. Shai must work together with her fellow heroes to stop them at all cost. Yeah, no, this... I have the feeling I've seen this before somewhere. This looks a lot like Strike Witches. Kikancha no Mahou wa Tokubetsu desu. Action fantasy, school time travel. Oh, time travel, that it's a very delicate subject. The world is on the brink of destruction after a devastating 10-year war in the Shadow Labyrinth. Desir Arman is one of the last skilled magicians left standing, but even he is no match for the formidable foe threatening humanity's very existence. Just when he's certain the end has come, he is sent back in time to his early days of studying magic at the prestigious Havrion Academy with his rare second chance. We have seen this series before. We had again. How many series have we had until now? The last few years about a really powerful magician that goes back in time in his own lifetime and begins anew, but with all of his memories. Are we seeing a new trope? A new trope. Hoshizuku telepath. 15-year-old Umika Konohoshi is having a hard time socializing at school, but she hopes her words will someday reach people. Comedy, girl love, supernatural. It's based on a 4 manga. Ooh, this will not have a lot of plot, I can tell. Tuaru Osan no VR MMO Katsudoki. Action adventure comedy fantasy based on a video game, but again, male protagonist. One female character, two female characters, three female characters. It's going to be a harem, no thank you. Tiermon Teikoku Monogatari. Dantodai Kara Hajimaru Hime no Tensei Gyakuten story. So, comedy, fantasy, time travel, surrounded by the hate-filled gazes of her people, the selfish princess of the fallen Tirmon Empire. Mia takes one last look at the bleeding sun before the guillotine blade falls, only to wake back up as a 12-year-old. Now again. Yes, this time travel reincarnation is becoming the next overused trope. Lovely. Dekoboko Mayu no Oyako Jijou. For manga, comedy fantasy, it's a comedy gag humor. Alisa, a witch who lives alone in the forest, picks up a human baby one day. Despite her confusion, Alisa named the baby Viola and decided to raise her. 16 years later, Viola had not only grown into a daughter who adores Alisa, but also into a woman of exceptional proportions, and the people around them mistook Viola for Alisa's mother. So this one is the witch and this one is the daughter. Interesting. A slice of life told by a mother and daughter who were inverted in appearance and full of gags. No, thank you. Arknights, Touin Kiro, second season of the anime adaptation of the video game Arknights. Migi to Dali, comedy, mystery, suspense, seinen. The stork brought an angel into the lives of a childless middle-aged couple. His parents are kind, their house is luxurious, and the meals are delicious. But to continue to revel in this happiness, Hitori must conceal a certain fact from his family. What, that he has a twin? Butano Riba wa Kanetsuchiro. Comedy, fantasy, light novel, isekai. No, thank you. Paradox, the live animation, drama, sci-fi, music. Is this going to be about idols? No, thank you. 16, how was it? Yurokubit, sensation, another layer. Konoha Akisato is an illustrator who loves beautiful girls and bishoujo games. She works at a video game studio and aspires to become a super famous illustrator. And time travel as well? Work at Hope. In the present, where mobile games are all the rage, Konoha spends her days as a sub-illustrator just coloring the back of background characters. One day, after some happenings, Konoha got her hand on a masterpiece of a bishoujo game from the owner of a game shop. She arrived in the year 1992, the golden age of bishoujo games. Now, so this is another time travel game, but combined with the anime series New Game. No, thank you. Yusuki-san Shi no Yon Kyodai, Slice of Life, School Shoujo. The Yusuke family, which consists of four brothers, lost their parents 2 years ago. Hayato, the eldest son, is a hard worker and the pillar of the family. Mikoto, the second son, is calm and collected, but he has a soft spot for his younger brother Minato, whom he adores and thinks is cute. Da, 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 da. The manga depicts the four brothers' daily lives as they navigate their family, school, and community. As a slave of life can be. Boku no Ameiro Protocol. Action. Stop doing that. Original video game. Shun Tukinoya is a second-year high school student who lived with his mother and younger sister. After his father was killed in an accident and his sister was injured, he quit the game he loved and now works at an esports cafe called Fox One. He only studies and work while also socializing with his childhood gaming buddies. Suddenly, he discovered that Fox One is deeply in debt, so he hopes to win the Saxirian Championship and the prize money in order to repay their debts. Again, how many times have we seen this series? Some kind of sports person of any kind abandon the sports, but then it's dragged back into the sport because of some tragedy or something. Kami Erabi. Goro, a first-year high school action suspense high-stakes game in a private high school in Tokyo, has no hopes, no dreams, and no ambitions. The world is indifferent to him and he spends his boring days. Goro receives a strange notification on his smartphone. You have been chosen, please make a wish. He wishes to do something naughty with his idol Honoka. The next day he is invited by Honoka to pull down his pants in a deserted arcade. And now this story is way too weird. I mean, what's the plot? Megumi no Daigo, Yokoku no Orange, the story of how three young firefighters destined to save Japan grow in spirit. Adult cast shonen action drama. Interesting, and it will have 24 episodes. Maybe it will have enough time to develop the story and the characters, or it will be filled with filler. But it is a manga adaptation of a manga series. So maybe it will be good. Atarashi Yoshi wa do Tenen. Comedy, adult cast, workplace, web manga. Yeah, no. Potion Danomi de Ikinobimasu. Kaoru Nagase died unexpected. Died Isekai reincarnation. No! Fulikuli Showgaze. The anime will take place 10 years after Fulikuli Alternative and will center on a high school boy and girl. Interesting, but I've never seen Fulikuli. And something tells me that I should. Uma Musume, Pretty Derby, Season 3. There was a Season 2? I remember Season 1. Captain Tsubasa, Season 2, Junior Youth Hen. So, Season 2 for the new Captain Tsubasa series. The Idol Master, Million Life. I don't need to say anything about this series. I mean, the Idol Master, period. Bullbuster, action sci-fi, adult mega workplace. Wait, what? A young engineer is transferred to a vermin extermination company with the new robot Bullbuster that he developed himself. There had to enter a small company with little money. Are against a mysterious creature. Wait, what? And with a robot? No, too weird. So, Hypnosis Mig, Division, Rap Battle, Rhyme, Anima Plus. Second season of... There was a first season? Rail Romanesque, second season of Rail Romanesque. A new anime project that follows Yumehara Nozomi as an adult of Kibo no Chikara. Otona Precure. It's a Precure series. B Project, Natsuresu Love Call, third season of B Project, Kawagoe Boys Sing. So more music, more music, more music, more music. And here on out are like the filler series of the season. Beyblade X, Hametsu, or this one are actually short series, I think. Crypto Ninja Sakuya. Yeah, these are like really, really childish series for little children. And then we have the continuing series, One Piece, Jujutsu Kaisen, the series, some Hyaku, Detective Conan is never going to end, the new Rurouni Genshin, Crayon Shinchan is never going to end, Ninta Marantaro is never going to end. So yes, those are the series for this season. So I have 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And together with 5 and 6, yes, I have more than enough anime for the rest of the year. So which series will you be following this season? This is the Technomage signing off. Thank you for watching. I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.